What's going on, everybody? This is a segment from the Nerdgasm Talk podcast. If you like podcasts, well, why don't you come join us as the crew gets silly and Philly while we sit to talk about the latest in comics, games, movies, and all things pop culture. You guys can listen to our whole show on all the podcasts apps. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. And make sure you guys also support the channel by subscribing to the Nerd Coalition Studios. And for the gaming needs, make sure you subscribe to Nerd Coalition Level Up. This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the nerd. We have to start on a little bit of a somber note because Q-Flow texted me today when I was driving back from the barbershop that he said Carl Weathers passed away. I'm like, Carl Weathers?
Apollo Creed?
It's Apollo Creed himself? And now you know, I know Carl was allowed to. I watch Blaxploitation like a crazy motherfucker. Action Jackson?
Come on, man. You could have just said his Predator character, Mandalorian, anything else. Happy Gilmore, even.
Hell.
Action Jackson. I hate it here.
This man was sitting there trying to launch Gronk to kick the Destiny. He was in all the commercials like, you gonna make this kick. Come on, time to go to work. Like, these are recent commercials.
Carl Weathers for that.
I don't know, but he was
random pick.
I mean, that shit. If you don't think Gronk gonna make that kick now,
oh, he just better.
Shit.
Well, I mean, he died, not Isaiah Whitlock.
Fair. So, Carl Weathers was somebody. I love Carl Weathers, but you know who don't?
Come on now, don't throw me under this bus wheel now. The man just died like 12 hours ago. You did not have to launch me under there. What did I do to you today?
My wife.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, I gotta see for context. Just has not been the biggest Carl Weathers fan, and we have tried to, we tease her about it. Me and my mother used to tease her about it. And what's messed up is, I was going to go meet Carl Weathers and Keith David at the same Comic-Con before
the Greater Philadelphia Expo.
Yes, before COVID shut everything down.
Before COVID, yeah. I wanted you to take Sage so she could take a picture with Carl Weathers.
I was like, there's nothing I want to do at that Comic-Con. Not saying I love Comic-Con, but at that particular Comic-Con, they had Keith David and Carl Weathers. I said, we're going to go.
Random lineup, but yes.
Yeah, and I was like, well, shit, I want to go see Carl Weathers and Keith David. So I didn't buy a ticket yet, but before I was even ready, they shut the world down in March of 2020.
Doesn't that one usually happen in like April or May or something like that? Yeah. And
I was like, sucked. Oh, damn. And then now I've been peeking at certain concerts the world has opened back up, and they haven't been in any.
Well, they don't have any projects right now that will.
Carl Weathers still doing Mandalorian.
Oh, you're right.
And he's Apollo Creed.
This is true, but I don't know, man. I don't know who's booking the cons.
And he hasn't been there, and then now we lost him.
Yeah.
And that makes me very sad. I can say I'm a huge fan of Carl Weathers. See, I remember I watched all the Rocky movies, even the bad ones. But Apollo Creed was such a significant part to that movie. And also, me and my mother used to stay up all the time and watch Blaxploitation movies. Carl was in a lot of them. And the funny thing is, I just watched Friday Foster with Pam Grier and him fighting Yaffy Kodo on the roof.
That was on. No, it wasn't.
What?
The Monkey Hustle was on. When I woke up the other day.
Yeah, I like the Monkey Hustle also.
I expeditiously turned it off.
I know Q-Flow is like, yo, what the fuck
is happening
y'all
right now?
About right now?
I'm enjoying it.
He's like, I'm just along for the ride. It's okay.
Yo, these classic 70s Blaxploitation movies, bro.
There's a channel that plays Blaxploitation movies all the time.
It's not all the time.
Which one? So y'all said Pam Grier was in Coffee?
No. This is called Friday.
Play Coffee.
It's not Coffee, but it's called Friday Foster. That had Carl Weathers in there. And I also I liked Action Jackson. That was when. So when we got to the 80s and we started doing
started doing Carl Weathers with the Jerry Curl?
Yeah, we started doing these random things, but so we had Carl Weathers in doing Action Jackson and then Predator.
That was so.
We had the iconic strong man handshake with all Schwarzenegger.
Oh, Dylan, you son of a bitch!
Dylan, you son of a bitch!
Exactly.
I wonder if he was.
How Carl Weathers has not been part of an Expendables movie bothers me also.
Maybe he said no, because then other people say no.
I
imagine that if Sylvester Stallone is producing these movies, that he would probably be one of the first ones to go out to him and be like, "Hey yo,
hey,
you could you to be a part of the movie."
Somebody just posted that clip too when he was in the hospital and he was like, "Hey Apollo, can I ask you a question? Did you give me your best? Thank you."
Yes.
Just like, oh god,
and
I can't.
So he was 76 years old.
Mm-hmm. So he lived a life.
He did live a life. I'm saying, and just like I said when we were talking on the wrestling podcast about, unfortunately, every year people die.
Yeah.
And sometimes it hurts as when you think, because he used to play in the NFL.
Yes,
and
I did not know that.
For a lot of people who don't know, if you watch blaxploitation movies like in the 70s, a lot of football players want to be actors. Fred Williamson, Carl Weathers, Jim Brown.
He was, oh Lord, they was trying so hard. They was trying to get the blaxploitation movies like basketball players trying to be rappers now.
Yeah.
It's the same deal.
Exactly. So he had a brief stint with the Oakland Raiders. So then he went into acting, and like I said, he had
I don't know why I keep getting Carl Weathers and Carl Lewis confused right now.
I'm gonna make up for it now.
Not Carl Lewis.
And the Rockets, that way. I'll make up for it now.
Not that this man is not like an Olympian. Only thing I think of when I think of him, top of mind, is that national anthem.
Anthem failed that Carl Lewis. I'll make up for it now.
Make up for it now.
That's terrible.
Go look up Carl Lewis national anthem. Do yourself a favor.
But like the best stage, like Bucktown, USA, Friday Foster, those ones he was in, and then he has been in actually, it probably maybe go by it now just because.
Oh God.
Because look, y'all, for those who know me and know my wife is a big fan of true crime. My wife is a big fan of those kind of Law and Order shows. Dick Wolf over here. Mm-hmm. I am a fan of the one Chicago universe. Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. Mm-hmm. In 2013, I believe it was. No, 2017, excuse me. 2017.
I was like, that seems kind of far back. Okay.
They did Chicago Justice.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Dick Wolf keep trying to get more of these law shows up off the ground, and folks be like, no, thank you. If it's not Law and Order, we don't want it.
And honestly,
I forgot all about that.
It lasted for one season.
Yes.
But honestly, it wasn't a bad show. It's just that we had so many law shows.
I was about to say, it wasn't a bad show. It's just not Law and Order.
You didn't give it a chance.
No. I'm not being... This is personal bias aside.
Yeah.
I feel like when you come to expect something from someone... Yeah. Like a certain style of show, certain characters, folks just do not be with it. Yeah. So fair. It's like, he doing Law and Order, like Law and Order's coming back, the original. Yeah. You bringing back some of the original people. You know how old they are? Yeah. Like, because nobody want to watch a new Law and Order. Yeah. With none of the old characters. So, for that case, it could have just been something like a Chicago Justice with all random new people. Yes. But I think that folks probably just didn't give it a fair shake, because honestly he got all the first responders. Exactly. Naturally you could roll a legal show into that, but the market is saturated, so that he had the the movie, the definitive ones. Y'all probably haven't seen that one. That's back when black guy, white guy chained together, escape from jail, racist guy, stuff like that. That was something. That one.
Yeah, and that was something. Then he had a spot on Heat of the Night.
I remember that.
I'm a fan of Heat of the Night also because they're saying down there.
Jesus Christ.
I know I'm showing my age, right? I was saying, look, Mississippi. If anybody seen the movie with Sidney Poitier, that's a good movie. So they turned into a TV series that was starring
Howard Rollins and Archie Bunker.
And Carol
O'Connor.
Yeah. They were starring them, and then Howard Rollins got on drugs. And they had to move him out.
You just said that man left the show. You just tossing folks under the bus.
I'm telling the truth. That's what happened. And then Carl Weathers joined the series, and then he was in there for like the last couple seasons.
They was like, we gotta find a replacement black.
And they did all the Heat of the Night moves that they did.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, so they did about 4 of them. And then of course, the most recent thing that they remember is him for the Mandalorian as Keith Cargate. I forgot. Keith, you remember his name from Mandalorian, right?
Nah, I don't.
Okay.
God, I haven't watched Mandalorian in a minute, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I don't remember.
Yeah. No.
This is not a Mandalorian house for real.
Oh, I watched Mandalorian.
It's not something that we make a point to.
Oh yeah, to go watch. And then so Carl Weathers was very well known, and very popular. Like I said, as y'all can tell, I'm a huge fan of Carl Weathers.
Yeah, you fanning out right now. It's actually quite interesting to watch.
But allow me to not take all the platform and everything. Q Flow, I want to get your thought because you know who texted the news, and I'm like, hey, somebody else in this group chat know who Carl Weathers is.
Hey yo.
Because,
this is sad, man. Especially because Negro History Month.
and
again, it's like,
are we in the 1940s?
It's 1912.
You know what I'm saying?
He said Carter G. Woodson just made this up.
The Negro History Week.
But nah, man, it sucks because it's like our legends never really has anybody even hit like 80. I see a lot of non-black legends die in their 80s and 90s, but like we just always pass so young, man. It sucks that another one, man, just passed so young. And it's like off the cusp of me seeing Lance Reddick on TV again. Like it's just like, oh man, another one. Like
Quincy Jones still around, wilding out.
Luke Gossett Jr. still,
Luke Gossett Jr. still kicking.
We lost Cissy Tyson, who
still up.
was way over 80.
She was in her 90s, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, shoot.
I mean, it's not like you're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's not like a whole bunch of folks that's just.
It's like few and far between.
Thriving into their 80s and 90s.
But and we lost Sidney Poitier. It was last year.
And Harry Belafonte.
And they
were in their 90s.
So
Harry Belafonte was what, 96?
Yeah, like kicking it.
That man had been through 8 cycles of black. So I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. It does seem like folks can die young. But Carl Weathers lived a full life. I mean, I don't know that man personally, but professionally, he did run the gamut of things. So I will give him that. Even if I was not a huge Carl Weathers fan.
Now, if you don't mind me asking you the question. Since we're doing a podcast, and like I said, just be you. I want to know, what was it about Carl Weathers that you just did not like?
Okay, so here's the thing. I think that's the misconception. It's not that I don't like him. There are people, you know who I don't like. Like, I don't like Lionel Richie, okay? Fuck that man and Hello and All the Nights Long.
So it looks like we're not getting the Greatest Night of Pop documentary.
I'm gonna watch it because, come on, I'm not saying that he's never done anything, but I don't personally enjoy him. Carl Weathers, to me, he was just, everything he was in, he just seemed so extra. I don't know what it was, and I didn't really dislike him. It just be like, oh, here he come, he about to be, hey Rocky, like, come on, bro, chill out, like, relax.
You know what? I think it was a handshake that pissed you off.
It was a handshake.
That strong ass handshake, boy. That
just Drew. But this is the thing. I didn't really, truly dislike him. Like, there's some people who I'm just like, I'll turn the channel when I've watched all the Predator. I've watched always to the credits when they showing everybody and he's all smarmy in the tree.
No, but see, she's being PG right now.
I'm not being PG.
When we watch Q-Flow, let me tell you
and you know I crack on Predator, everybody.
She be.
I do. Come on now.
Q-Flow. Jesse Ventura don't get the same energy that Carl Weathers get in Predator.
Oh, well, no. I mean, I'm going to crack on Jesse Ventura as well.
Bill Duke
got the bars too. Don't act like he didn't. Yes, he did.
Mustang said he was not getting the bars because she was mad at Carl Weathers. Right? Look, listen to me, Q-Flow. She was mad at Carl Weathers because his arm got shot off and he was still shooting the gun. That's the nerves. What else are you supposed to do?
That hurt me so bad.
What else are you supposed to do?
What are you doing?
Anybody's arm could have got chopped off and they still have been shooting, but Carl Weathers, why he's still shooting? He's supposed to stop. Then she got mad at the end credit. If y'all remember the end credits from Predator, when they on the names and Carl Weathers is standing there and somebody tosses him the gun, he just catches the gun and does the point. And she got so upset. I mean, upset. At this, I was like, yo, what is it about this man that you just don't like?
You know how you see someone like, oh God. You never see somebody who used to be like, oh God, why are you like, come on.
Yes, sometimes. But the energy you put in. Look,
I don't know.
Q-Flow, we was watching, and first of all, and this is the thing, I was watching Action Jackson.
Oh God.
And then as soon as she came in and talked about some, who wear red polos. What? Anybody who has a polo shirt on it, just because Carl Weathers had it on, and then it just so happened to be the scene where he talking about doing the legs right into the convertible because he's Action Jackson.
No, because come on, if your first exposure to somebody, because the first exposures that I got to Carl Weathers was him catching the gun in the point, and then him being Action Jackson. You wouldn't be like, this man is irking.
You ain't seen Apollo. You ain't seen
and then Apollo Creed. Now let's not act like Apollo Creed wasn't a dickhead.
Apollo Creed was based off of Muhammad Ali in a way.
And are we supposed to put? Okay, all right. You want me to go there? This man really around talking about I'm so pretty, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and I'm supposed to just be like, oh man, he was so humble. He was the picture of humility. Please, we're not gonna act like. Come on, son. The man had a whole secret ass baby we made movies about 30 years later. Get the fuck out of here. No, okay. See, I was being nice, but. Again, he not up there with Lionel, okay? However, the extra, Action Jackson, he jumped out a window into a convertible.
Because
I don't care!
You know how many 80s action people that has done some ridiculous shit? Have you seen Big Trouble in Little
Yes! They all were doing ridiculous shit! Everybody gets the same energy. I don't care.
Yeah, but here's the thing, they don't.
They do. 80s movies was wildin'. I was like, what was happening in the 80s? I feel like this was the brand of entertainment you did.
If you want to be entertained, you sit here, you come over and you watch you watch Lady Sketch watch a Carl Weathers movie.
Oh my God. But you, first of all, let me just say, you'll say this about all the stuff. He'll be like, I like watching TV show because you be cracking jokes on everybody. I do crack jokes on everybody.
You do.
Literally, I watch TV to roast things.
There are some people that their feet be burning when, you know what I'm saying, when you be watching them. And I'll just be like, because it got to, Q-Flow, you still there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, it got to the point.
I thought we scared him off.
I saw that.
Oh, no. I'm enjoying this.
It got to the point where my mother, God rest her soul, was sitting in her chair, and I ain't say nothing. And we was either watching Predator or we was watching Friday Foster or one of the movies, and Lady Sketch was going off, and she was just like, damn, you not like Carl Weathers? I didn't say anything. And she's been around Lady Sketch and watched movies with her before, and she knows how Lady Sketch can be. But when it came to Carl Woods, she got on him. So it was even to the point that before COVID happened, she was just like, yo, because my mom knew I would do this. She was like, you should buy a ticket, and when you go to Comic-Con, you'd be like, yo, my wife is the biggest fan of yours. Would you mind her being in the picture as well? But not tell Lady Sketch. And then when we got there, like, hey dear, you come and take this picture. She'd be like, it's what Carl was. He'd be like, I'm ready for you. And you know, just to have seen that moment, that would have been beautiful to me. I'd have had the biggest cheese smile in the picture, and I just want to see what kind of face was she going to allow herself to put on. That is to the point I ain't had to say nothing. My mother already seen the hate come on. I was like, what is it about Carl? What is it? The mustache? Is it the high top? Is it what? Is it because he's a good actor turned athlete turned actor? What is it?
I didn't even know he was an athlete turned actor. I didn't find that out until today. I had no idea he was a football player.
Okay.
See, look.
But see, Q4 don't be giving Carl Woods 1,000 a half.
I don't give right.
And look, Q4, it was so bad that when I came in there, I was like this. Look, I know you don't like him.
And I was like, yo, I was like, first of all, you act like I will relish in somebody's death. That's crazy. It's only a few people that I would be like, man, that's nuts. I'm not gonna say what I'm really thinking right now, but wow, no, I wasn't. I said, oh, that's a shame. I really genuinely said that's a shame. I didn't know. You know, I had not for some reason connected in my mind that he was as old as he is.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. But no, I mean, he was still out here doing stuff. I wasn't expecting the past. Same with oh my God, Lord forgive me, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Andre
Bauer.
Yeah.
Here we go. Lord, my brain. Same thing. He's still out here active in the industry. You don't expect him he was much younger than Carl was, but you don't expect him to pass away. You know, it's not like that. You know, when you hear people are like, "Oh, so and so sick," or whatever, you're like, "Oh, okay, I understand." But
but no, this was he died in his sleep.
Oh my God.
He just.
I feel like now. Y'all, please don't think I'm making a joke because it's him. This is a general question.
Okay.
You know how people be like, he woke up dead? Always, I don't want that to be me. I don't want to go out traumatic, but I don't want to wake up dead. Like, I don't want to go to bed and you just wake up in the ether somewhere. I don't, seems horrifying. It seems horrifying to me.
It is because at first when I was younger, I thought I was like, that's the most peaceful way to go.
That seems horrifying.
And I'm just like, now that I think about it, I kind of want to know when I'm going. You know what I'm saying? But
I need to know. Like, this is it. I need to hear beep something. Like, can you imagine that? Like, you wake up dead. Yeah,
that is.
What if my bonnet fell off? What if my hair wasn't done?
Oh my God! You sound like my grandmother right now.
Like, can you imagine?
When I die, make sure my feet is clean. That's such a saying.
What?
That's what she said.
Oh my God!
And everybody in the house is like, what? So when they take you out here,
they don't let you in if your feet dirty? What's going on?
Whenever they take her away, make sure her feet is clean. I was like, hi.
First of all, that does remind me because my grandmother, along with a bunch of other Southern grandmothers, you better make sure you always got on clean underwear. You don't never know who gonna see them or if you gonna die. And I'm like, wait.
No.
Listen, this is the same lady who told me there wasn't nothing open at past 2 a.m. except the hospital and a pair of legs. All right, she wasn't giving out, I'm not gonna say sound advice, but she wasn't PG. But I'm just like, man, what? Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna go outside with dirty drawers on, but still, who would be seeing them? If I'm dead, why do I care?
Okay. Look. Before we get off to it, I'm just saying this.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Q-Flow.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he still did. Listen.
How you still here, man?
I'm here.
You ain't scared you off yet?
Okay, so I know you've seen Predator. I know you've seen some of the Mandalorian. I know you've seen all of the recently Carl Weathers stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to see some black exploitation movies, Bucktown, USA, Friday Foster has Carl Weathers in there. And if you're into if you want to watch like The Heat of the Night, the later seasons, he's in that. I can recommend that. And also for something that's more recent, Chicago Justice. I don't know if you're into the whole Chicago universe from Dick Wolf, or if you watch it or not. I'm gonna tell you that's probably a no, because I remember when you first got Peacock, how pissed she was because none was on. I was like, the Chicago show's on here. I'm cool with that. But they have Chicago Justice, and I think you may enjoy that. Maybe.
Okay.
So which one is Friday Foster again?
Okay, so you want that? Who was in there, or what the thing was about?
Well, it's because you say who's in there. It's the same 6 people.
That's what she
is. That the one? She the nurse?
No, that's Coffee.
Coffee. Okay.
She's a photographer in Friday Foster.
Okay, this the one where she was beating up the ladies of the night.
No, that's
still Coffee.
Yeah, that's not. That's Coffee. No, this is the one where Earth the Kid is in there showing off her hose, and she gets killed in there. And,
okay.
And then her Yaffy Koto have like a buddy cop thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's when Yaffy Koto and Carl was fighting on the roof.
Okay, got you.
Yes. Yes,
that's
when
he
right.
get shot.
Yeah, that's when he gets
shot.
shot.
And I was just like, my man, shut up. Y'all villains be talking too much.
Well, no, Carl wasn't said that. He just got shot. He was his ass beat. He got shot. Remember?
Yes.
And that's when Yaffy Koto was like, "What am I doing here?"
That's right. Okay, see, because everything is converging into one.
Yeah.
You're right. What am I doing here?
Yeah.
You're right. I would be getting them confused, especially when she beat them.
Yes.
Lady dogs' asses in it.
Black exploitation is some good, terrible entertainment.
Good, bad, good, terrible.
Good, terrible. But yeah, look, I was a huge fan. Rest in peace, Carl Weathers. That was a blow loss of Steven. Soft year, saw Black History Month.
Yeah, man.
For somebody
That's
that
crazy.
was that mainstream in there. Like I said, all those things I had mentioned. If you guys want to check those things out as well, to check them out, because Carl was he had a lot before the Mandalorian. Just because a lot of people don't know, they only know the recent stuff. I'm saying he's done a lot. So make sure you go. Condolences to his family and rest in peace. We lost another black hero today. That hurts.